Hey everyone, Caront here, welcoming you back to Suikoden 5. In the last episode, we finished up our recruiting drive by bringing in 3 characters. Alhazred, the author of the Necronomicon, according to H.P. Lovecraft, Gino the Giant Turtle, and Richard, the really good S-Fighter. To my money, the best S-Fighter in the game, although he's not the best at taking a magical punch, but he's best at avoiding pretty much all the physical punches people will throw at us. In this episode, we're going to get back to the plot, finally. But before we do that, one thing I'll mention is if you are going forward at this point in time, try to have at least 100,000 potch in your wallet at this point in time. I've got 190,000, so I'm in pretty good shape, but try to have at least 100,000 in your inventory, I guess, because it's going to help recruiting a character coming up. Alright, so, to further the plot, let's go to the wall room. Ah, welcome back, Your Highness. Oh, George, you're back. Yep, just got in. I hear the Beavers have respectfully declined to join our cause, Your Highness. Yep, afraid so. They probably don't want to be taken advantage of by humans again. I'd be cautious too if I got used like that. They were victims too, the poor little things. And I'm afraid I don't have much good news myself. The Arm's forces fled back home, so at least we don't have to deal with them anymore. But the invasion and Lord Barrow's betrayal have made Lord Ralval and Sable a bit cautious. General Dine's forces are being kept in Sable. Lord Ralval won't send any our way. After getting burned by that old snake, that's understandable. But with Sable's defenses beefed up, we don't really have to worry about Armes invading. That works in our favor. No, Sable distancing themselves from the prince like this doesn't work in our favor at all. George, I really wish you would have tried reasoning with Lord Ralval. Are you nuts? I can't just go prancing around from lord to lord, openly asking them to help the prince. Even the news I just gave you came from General Dine. I've got to keep laying low. Say no more, say no more. I'll go to Sable then. Lord Ralval's a good guy. He'll listen to an old friend like me. Leave everything to me, Your Highness. Ah, go get him, boys. Very well, Lord Wilde. The task is yours. Thanks, Lucretia. And please, we're not in Estrise. You don't have to be so formal with me. Here, I'm just another old warrior fighting side the prince, doing his damnedest to help Valena. Boz will do just fine. Very well, Boz. As I said, the task is yours. Yeah, leave it to me. I'll have Sable on our side in no time. And that seems pretty much to be that. Now, in order to move things forward, we gotta go outside and run around the exterior of the castle a wee bit in order to queue things. I believe in order to queue the next event, I think we actually have to go... I believe we gotta go outside the second floor. It's kind of weird. I think it queues it because if you go outside the second floor exterior, then you're closer to the bridge and thus closer to people who, well, are coming into the castle, so that's what we need to do to get things moving forward. So let's run down here real quick. Say hi to Kyle. Hi, Kyle. You and your thick walls, and I don't know who you're going to be disturbing neighbors with, but you keep that to yourself, buddy. And let's go out here. Hold it right there, mystery man. You can't keep me out of here. The people deserve to know the truth. What's going on? Ah, Your Highness. Ah, great timing. His Royal Highness Prince Freador, just the man I came to see. Hey, come back here, you! What's the story behind these ruins? Why did you decide to occupy the castle here? Who found this place anyway? What's the secret behind your recent string of victories? What are the prospects of future victories? What do you have to say about Lord Godwyn calling your forces the rebel army and those traitors? What's with all the questions? Ah, you must be Leon, Queen's Knight Apprentice and bodyguard of His Royal Highness the Prince. Finally, somebody got it right. My sources, who shall remain anonymous, indicated you were lovely, but not this lovely. Wait, who's been spying on me? Is it true you never leave His Highness's side? Not even for a moment? What about when His Highness goes to bed? What about when he takes a bath? What about when he needs to relieve? That's enough! Who are you, and what's with all these stupid questions? Oops, got a bit carried away. What are questions without answers, after all? There's no story without answers. Sorry, I skipped that a little fast. The name's Taylor. I'm a newspaper reporter. Like any good reporter, I'm here for the latest scoop. But I was also asked to deliver a message from Lelcar. They want us to protect Lelcar? Yep, well, that's what my source told me anyway. Wassel is his name. Wassel, eh? I know him well. He's a man of considerable influence back in Lelcar. He was a friend of Lord Roveray's. The signature on this request is Wassel's, no mistake about it. Wait, isn't Lelcar's ruler Lord De Beers, that Godwin puppet? That's right, but Lelcar is a divided town. Some support Godwins, some support Barrows, some supported Roveray. Some call Lord De Beers a great leader, while others call him a coward. Still, I don't understand what he means by protect. Actually, my sources indicate that Lord De Beers has fled Lelcar in fear of His Royal Highness's military might. Wait, the Lord of Lelcar fled? Well, he is a coward after all. My sources didn't tell me anything more than that. I was supposed to stay in Lelcar a little longer, actually. But I raced over here as soon as I heard the rumors about the castle. I mean, that's a much more interesting story. Gotta give the readers what they want. Stories about royal gossip and Sindar ruins always sell papers, you know? Well, this is an interesting situation. What should we do, Your Highness? Well, I'd say this is a pretty good time to go, well, to a new place. I guess we'll have a better understanding of the situation once the prince gets there. Still, I wish we had a bit more information to go on. Hey, am I interrupting anything? Kyle, you're never interrupting anything unless you're getting a little too active in the bedroom and then, yeah. Kyle? We don't see you around here much. Something wrong? No, it's just I heard there was trouble in Lelcar. I'm originally from there, you know. Ah, your timing couldn't have been better then. Huh? Ah, I was just starting to get used to the orange, and now you've gone and changed again. Yep, they changed my clothes again. The prince has to go incognito, though. For all intents and purposes, Lelcar is under the Godwin's control. We have to keep our presence an absolute secret. Understood? I don't think we have to worry about Lady Leon or His Highness, but isn't this a bit too risky for Kyle? He's from Lelcar, after all. Won't they know who he is right away, with him being a famous Queen's Knight? I think I'll be okay. Besides, I was only a kid when I lived in Lelcar. Even if my friends from back then have heard of Kyle of the Queen's Knights, I doubt they'd think it was me. They'd just think it was someone with the same name. Well, if you say so. Sir Kyle, I ask that you vigilantly look after His Royal Highness the Prince. No problem. I got it all taken care of. Your Highness, Leon, Kyle, please remember your mission. We can't afford to take risks here. We only need you to speak with Wassel. That's it. Understood. Okay, Prince, let's do this. Well, alrighty then. It's always a good day when you're along with us. And the party's been completely redone, so let's go grab some people before we leave. But before we do that even, there's actually one more thing that we need to do in terms of not exactly recruiting a character, but working on recruiting a character. So I'm going to go grab a party. I'm going to go sharpen Kyle's weapon and all that good stuff. So I'm going to be running around a little bit because, well, it's been a while since he's been with us. His weapon is level 7. It's actually not that bad, but I'm probably still going to tool around with a couple things nonetheless. And I will see you guys in Lord Lake. So why, might you ask, are we in Lord Lake? Well, to talk with Murad, of course. Your Highness the Prince. I don't believe my eyes. Look at their faces. Never again would I have expected to see this many happy faces here in Lord Lake. Your Highness, until now I hadn't thought there to be much of a difference between you and Lord Godwin. It seemed you both sought power to justify your respective rules, treating citizens as expendable pawns. But after seeing the happiness restored to these glowing faces, it's clear to me that I've been mistaken. A doctor cannot afford to simply remain neutral when one side fights for good and the other fights to destroy it. Boy, that sounds like a clear invitation to me. I'm sorry, Your Highness, but I must refuse. I heard that Dr. Silva has joined you at the castle. She is more than capable of handling things on her own there. I'll devote my time to caring for the people here. Okay, well, yeah, we can't recruit him just yet, but just as with the previous conversations, that does essentially earn us a point in our favor in terms of recruiting him. So, we're getting close. We can't recruit him yet, but we're getting close. Okay, with that, I'll see you guys back at HQ so that we can get sailing for Lelcar. Alrighty, here we are back at HQ, and you notice Gino's just kind of hanging out on the dock here, so if you ever want to talk to him, there he is. Alright, so in order to go to Lelcar, let's talk to Log. And now we can go to Lelcar. As we set sail here, of course, a new destination is always on the offing and always worthy of us watching the journey over there. You notice, as far as where we're heading, it looks like we're heading a bit more toward the southeastern parts of Felina, which we haven't really visited yet. This actually gets us fairly close in terms of geography to the Theocracy of Nagarea, which the story mentions a little bit here and there, but never terribly much. Nagarea supposedly was closed off by essentially a geographical accident, or at least its access to Felina and to the rest of the southern continent was closed off, which kind of makes me wonder how Nagarea continues to exist in the first place. Ah, so many memories here. So many of them are cute memories now that I think about it. Is this really going to work? If they find out the prince is here, there's no telling what... Ah, don't worry. All we gotta do is act natural. Come on, I'm a ladies' man. I'm used to putting on the smooth move. Ah, your Royal Highness Prince Freador. Well, there goes subtlety, I guess. I think someone noticed us. Wassel! Oh no! Ah, forgive me, your Royal Highness! Oh, I never expected His Royal Highness to come in person! Oh, His Royal Highness must be exhausted from the trip! Is there anything I can get His Royal Highness? Perhaps His Shut up! Don't I know you from somewhere? Oh, of course. Kyle. How can anyone anywhere ever forget your face? You were always over at Volga's, right? So how's life in the Queen's Knights? You sure made a name for yourself. There's not a soul in town who doesn't... Ha 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 ha! Oh no, you must be thinking of some other Queen's Knight. I'm just a lowly commoner. We are incognito. Shut up about His Royal Highness and the Queen's Knights. Got it? Oh, I suddenly feel very stupid. Ah, what fine young men and women you've all grown up to be. Why, it's almost as if you're knights or princes from some grand kingdom. Yes, some grand kingdom that isn't Felena. But, of course, you aren't those things now, are you? No, 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 no. You merely look like them. Ha 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 ha. I give up. Come, come, my knight and prince lookalikes. We've got so much to discuss over at my place. I live on the south side of this islet. This way, my knight and prince lookalikes. Well, pleasure to meet you, Wassel. Thanks for the subtlety and secrecy and all that crap. But of course, we're not going to go to the islet just yet. We're going to explore and pick up a white rose brooch. Then, let's go down here and I believe, yeah, there you are. We pick up a guardian cask, which I believe is a healing item, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, instead of moving to the south of the islet and... You don't know what you're talking about! Oh dear. Lord Godwin is trying to make this nation stronger and more prosperous. We need his guidance. We need his order. That fool of a prince is just getting in the way. Heh, you've got a lot of nerve calling His Royal Highness the Prince a fool. I bet you wouldn't say that to his face. Shut up. What's wrong with calling a fool a fool? He's even palling around with the guy, rather, who killed his parents. What a sicko. I bet he planned the whole thing. The hell's so funny? You actually buy that story? You gullible, gullible fool. Lord Godwin killed Her Majesty the Queen and His Majesty Commander Farid. Sir George Prime was just a fall guy. Any idiot can see that. Why, you're gonna be sorry you besmirched the name of Lord Godwin in front of me. We better get out of here. Boy, the town just ain't what it used to be. That's not an uncommon sight these days, unfortunately. Okay, well, we actually are going right back across here because we got a couple of things that we can pick up in the Western Isle and an opportunity that presents itself for us. First off, let's go into the armor shop, shall we? And talk with this guy. Welcome! The name's Mosen, and I run this shop. Our shop's specially approved by Lord Godwin, you know. We sell top-notch autumn. I'm really doing good today. We sell top-notch armor at rock-bottom prices. Trust me, you won't find deals this good anywhere else. Alright, well, okay, let's find some deals then. Let's see. Oh my god, really good stuff. Yeah. Now, I will note, this is where you should spend that 100,000 gold. Potch. 100,000 potch. I'm not going to have any trouble spending 100,000 potch here, and that's kind of the point, actually. Is really good stuff. Okay, so I think I'm probably going to spend my money, quite honestly, on, most likely on helmets. So let me give you a good helmet because you really need one. Let me give Leon a good helmet because she needs one. Let me give, I'm out of money. Okay, we got to spend 25,000 on something. Well, yep, okay. Well, let's see, Vicky or the Prince. Prince got prosperity stuff on, so we're gonna give it to Vicky. Hi, Vicky, take my money. And, well, we are literally out of money, so yay us. I just gotta ask, though, which side are you rooting for in this war? Me? I fully support Lord Godwin. Fine armor protects a warrior, and a fine military force protects the people of its country. Oh boy. Felena's got to build up his military to protect us from foreign threats, you know, like Armes or Nagarea. Well, speaking of Nagarea, of course, maybe I just feel this way because Lord Godwin's a frequent customer of mine. Okay. That should have queued the opportunity, I think. Believe we've got to step outside and he'll talk to us. Okay, I guess not. Alright, well, that money is still money well spent anyway. And we got a couple things that we can pick up here. If we move north of the shops, let's see, we should be close to... Yeah, here we are. There's our treasure. A Rage Rune piece, which is always welcome because, of course, keep in mind the Rage Rune is the advanced version of the Fire Rune, so definitely good for that. Also, now that I think about it, I didn't even mention the party I brought with me. Prince, Leon, Kyle, Vicky, and Alhazred as my mages, and Richard, of course, is my frontline guy, so let's actually reposition accordingly. And point of fact, that's actually pretty good, so I'm happy. Alright, so now as we go south of the shops here, we've got the rune shop there. We'll need to keep that in mind for mostly later. We go down south, we find ourselves another treasure chest lurking. There you are. There you are. We get, if we could open it, Anklets of Destiny. Sorry, that flashed by a little fast, but that's what you got, Anklets of Destiny. Okay, so now that we are done with that, let's go back to the center aisle, and I think I'm a little bit too far south to do that. Yeah, here we go here. Okay. Move back through here. And go south for the scene that essentially we were expected to see. Ah, here we are. Please, enter, enter. Alright, we should be safe in here. Your Highness Prince Friador, Lady Leon, Sir Kyle, thank you so much for coming. And please, please forgive me for blurting out your names back there. Don't worry about it. But I'm surprised you recognize the prince in those clothes. I mean, you've never even met him, right? No, but I often had the pleasure of viewing portraits of various nobles over at Lord Roveray's residence. His lordship thought quite highly of Her Majesty Queen Arshtot and her family, so there were many portraits. Ah, forgive me. I didn't mean to bring back so many painful memories. But in the end, Your Highness saved Lord Lake. Lord Roveray would have been delighted. Yes, delighted. And that's why I wanted to meet with His Royal Highness. And that's why we're here, Wassel. But why are you asking us to protect Lelcar? Oh, it's a long and complicated story. Let me explain what happened so far. I'm sure you already know this, but our town is officially Godwin territory. However, it is also home to many who don't support the Godwins, some who vociferously oppose them, in fact. Most of the Godwin sympathizers live on the western islet. On the central islet where we are now, most support the royal family and His Royal Highness the Prince. Over on the eastern islet, most care little for the Godwins, but not so much as to actively oppose them. Lord De Beers is an utter incompetent, and so long as he's around, the people are united in their disdain for him. In fact, one could say it's been Lord De Beers' incompetence that's kept Lelcar united. Unfortunately, Lord De Beers has fled in fear of Your Highness's brave advance. Sir! Sir! Can't you see I have company? What do you want? Please forgive the intrusion, Sir Wassel. However, we have word that Auroch's hunters have been spotted on the Eastern Isle. Oh, not again. Auroch's hunters? Yes, despicable fellows who forcibly draft young men into the Godwin army. Prince, we gotta go check it out. Indeed. Perhaps you'll get a better idea of what's happening to our town if you witness it with your own eyes. Alright, well, that's our next destination, I guess. But before we do that, we've got one treasure to pick up over here, because of course we're going to pick up treasure while we're here. Go down this way, and... where are you? Are you hiding again, treasure? I know it's over here. It's supposed to be south of Wassel's place. So let's make sure I'm not just missing it, maybe. Okay, so I guess it's hiding somewhere. Let's see if we can find it. That might be it, actually. Is it hiding under another tree? Well, let's zoom in here. Ah, here we are. It is hiding under a tree. Try tactic! Silly little treasure chest. Okay, new tactic for us, so obviously let's take a look at it. The try tactic, let's see, where are you? Here. Where are you? Okay, not sure exactly where it is, to be honest. This Hungry Wolf, Crescent Cross, Double Arm, Arrowhead. Okay, well, let's check this item out and see. Should be under important items. Okay, try... that would be why it doesn't show up, because it's a 3-person tactic. As I suppose one might expect from the words try tactic. Alright, that's why it didn't appear on the screen. Okay, so we can't show it off, unfortunately. That's alright, though at least we got it. Okay, so we were tasked with going over to the Eastern Isle, so let's head over there and see what the fuss is all about, I guess. Alright, what's going on here? Oh, how can I go on? They got my son, my little Kaio! Ma'am, please pull yourself together. Damn it, how many does that make now? When will they be satisfied? They got my son too! Told me I should be proud that he'll be joining Lord Godwin's glorious forces. Damn it, what right does that Godwin lackey have to take our boys away? Kyle, who's this Orok everyone's talking about? I remember the name, but not much more than that. He's the leader of the Western Islet, but all he seems to do is collect taxes and draft soldiers. He claims to be acting on behalf of Lord Godwin, but he's nothing more than a thief and a kidnapper. These people had family members forcibly taken away to who knows where. How awful. Everyone, listen up. Enough is enough. Let's go rescue them. Yeah, let's see if Oro can stand up to an angry mob. Halt. It's Volga! We need not send a mob after Orok. I'll go there alone. Wait here. That would be suicide, Volga, even for you. He's got a whole pack of henchmen. That's right. Everyone knows that one man alone can't possibly handle a bunch of henchmen. Silence! As I said, I'm going alone, and you need not follow me. Volga? Volga, hey, what's up, man? Long time no see. Excuse me? Exactly who are you? Wait, you do look familiar. Kyle? Kyle, is that you? What brings you back to Lelcar after all this time? Is my disguise really that bad? Kyle, is he a friend of yours? Yep, he may look a little on the shady side, but he's actually the leader of the Eastern Islet. He took care of me when I was a kid. On the shady side, eh? Have the Queen's Knights taught you nothing of respecting your elders? Heh, you haven't changed a bit. Volga, you always said the people of Lelcar shouldn't fight amongst themselves. Why don't you let us handle this dispute? I hate seeing you guys at each other's throats like this. Huh, this is Lelcar business, butt out. No, I think I'll butt on in. You need our help, Volga. And why would you say that? We don't live here. We can look at things objectively. If it's okay with you, isn't it, Prince? I love it, huh? There's a prince here? Where? Oops. Kyle, you fool. Wait, Prince? What's the meaning of all... Now, Volga. Ah, Wasil, I should have known you were behind this. Well, if you're involved, I suppose it's alright. Cool, you can count on us, Volga. Orok lives on the Western Islet, right? That's correct, and those he kidnapped should still be there as well. Prince, I've got the perfect plan. Let's go pay this Orok a little visit, shall we? Okay, if you insist. There's a couple of things I want to do first, though. I want to buy items, like a salmon. I have no money. We gotta sell stuff. Okay, well, I could sell these. Oh yeah, I put together a bunch of orbs while we were at it. I put a power orb on Richard, which is gonna be good for him. that does not matter. I'm not going to use it. These I'll keep around. The steel orbs, though, I will happily sell. Very much so, thank you. I will also sell the violence orb. And the boost orb actually is also potentially a good choice for Richard, because as you notice, it strengthens him for 3 turns. So if your battles typically last less than 3 turns, then that's really good. But I'm not a fan of it because I don't like the downside to it. Okay, now we got plenty of money. Alright, let's buy stuff. Let's see. Alright, let's get our Samian, grape seedling, and a toy ducky. Yes, we're getting a toy ducky. Don't worry, I'm going to show the bath stuff later, but we don't have a bath right now, so we can't really do it. Alright, also, we've got stuff to hunt for, such as, well, let's go to the north here. And this time I know that this one is hiding under a freaking tree, because the directions tell me it is. Alright, so head to the north, under fruit tree. Well, it's not hiding so much. We get a sacrificial Jizo. Now, the other treasure that we have here on the eastern islet actually is in the inn, so let's head in here. No, we're not going to go sleep anywhere. We're going to go up actually to the 2nd floor, where, let's see, is it in this room? Yeah, here we go. Basic combat, which pushes our combat ranks up to B now. So we can train attack and defense and all that stuff. Still not quite enough to do epic skills just yet. We got to get them up to A, but that still definitely helps. Alright, so let's go back over here and head over to the central aisle. And I'm actually going to wrap things up here, because next time on Suikoden 5, we're going to head back over to the western islet, where we apparently have Ordok and a bunch of, well, people being stolen waiting for us. So let's see if we can go rescue them and basically save the day. So thank you guys for joining me, and I will see y'all later.